In this lesson and the next lesson, we're going to learn how to create a Beaninfo class that will allow us to get information such as properties, descriptions, and method descriptions about a Bean class. So let's get started. We're going to call this tempinfo.java. The first thing we do is we import java.beans.star to get access to the Bean classes that we're going to use. In this case, just one Bean class. Our class is called tempinfo, and it extends a class called simple Beaninfo. That's why I call these Beaninfo classes. So the first thing we do is we create a method called getPropertyDescriptors. And it returns an array of property descriptor type, which is a special type used with Beaninfo classes. So our method is called getPropertyDescriptors. Takes no parameters. And inside the body of the method is a try. And the first thing we do is we create a property descriptor object, temp, which is going to hold information about our temp property from our temperature class. So we call the constructor for property descriptor, and we provide it with the name of the property we're interested in and the class where it is defined. And notice we're using the class object, which is our compiled temperature class. So then once we've done that, we create an array of property descriptor type. We'll call it PD for property descriptor. And we retrieve the data stored in our property descriptor object. And then we return that as the return value of the method. If there's a problem, we'll catch it, and we'll just simply print out exception thrown. Won't really matter too much what we say there. And we also need another return value, return null, if an exception is thrown, because the method has to return something, otherwise it won't even compile. So this is the property descriptor part of our Beaninfo. We also have method descriptors, so we're going to do that in the next lesson. So let's compile this real quick to make sure that it works correctly, or at least that it compiles correctly. And it does, so we're set to go. So let's move on to the next lesson, where I'm going to show you how to get information about methods and add it or extend this class with method descriptions.